officially live. I'm still gonna wait for the team to come on. So we'll just be chilling a little bit before it goes down. We're actually live right now, so we're just gonna give a little bit of time for our crew to come on.
We already started live streaming?
Yep, we have started live streaming
Hello.
for the crew to come on, and then we'll just get cracking. Start.
What are we live streaming on?
We are live streaming on YouTube. So we're on YouTube, a couple different channels, on the King Kong Palm channel, on the Deep Root channel, and on the Shallow and Life channel.
Oh, wow.
So
Does that mean I can cuss?
you can say words that are outside of the vernacular of social acceptability. No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, be yourself.
That's funny. And Zoom does this direct?
Yeah, you can. Well, I use Restream, so it's going to go through.
Hacker. That's what it is. You're a hacker.
All right, looks like somebody's coming on. She was Sifu Ron. Sifu Ron. Hey, Sifu Ron.
Hello.
We are on live stream. Yes, we can hear you. We are live and direct from.
Wait, I gotta make my own stream. Hold on.
He's doing a different live stream.
I'm live streaming.
Now we got the SOV.
What's up, guys? Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah.
Hello, David. How are you doing?
So good. Todo bien.
Hey, Dave.
Hey.
What's up? How's it going?
Before?
Yeah, we met last time we were on.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, just once. Yeah.
So we got the squad. I think we're just waiting for Gus and Matt to jump on, and then we'll be ready to do our thing.
Oh,
all right. It's good to see everybody. This is a big part of the Silk and Steel crew. We want to get a chance for our audience to learn a little bit about the teachers that are involved in Silk and Steel, learn a little bit about the event so that it can hurry up and sign up and join us on this amazing journey through martial arts and healing. Hey, we got Sifu Gus in the build.
What's happening?
Yeah. Good to see you. So I was just letting everybody know a little bit about the Silk and Steel conference. I'm just going to let everybody know what we're doing. Silk and Steel is our healing and martial arts conference that we're doing in Oakland, Chinatown at the Oakland Asian Cultural Center on the 25th and 26th of May. That's this month. It's coming up soon. We have all kinds of teachers sharing some really great knowledge. Every one of the teachers I've worked with personally, and I really admire every single one of them. So I'm excited to not just share, but to be a participant myself. So today I wanted to get a chance for people to get a chance to talk to us, or at least get to hear from us about the event, and everybody tell a little bit about who they are and what they do. I know Sifu Rana and I've gotten a chance to talk about it. Today we have Master David Way on with us with the KKP crew. So we'll start there. David, the man who needs no introduction, but is the Wu-Tang Clan official spokesperson. He's from the Wudang Temple. I'm here over at the Wei compound right now. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your practice, what got you doing what you do, and what are you planning to share at Silk and Steel?
Good deal. Well, first off, worth mentioning, there's zero relationship with the actual Wu-Tang Clan. And as heartbreaking as that is for me to inform you guys, because I'm a big Wu-Tang Clan fan, and it's a big reason why I ended up in Wudang Mountain in the first place, because of their music. But we've always been 1 degree of separation away. Never officially met any of them. But God willing, that'll change soon.
Is there an NWA mountain?
Whoa!
I love NWA.
No.
No?
Whoa!
It's called
I'm sure.
Hollywood.
Yeah,
He's starting
I'm sure
already,
there's
everybody. He's starting already.
What?
I'm sure there's an NDA mountain. There's for certain an NDA mountain. I don't know about the NWA.
You gotta get it cracking off.
That's
Well,
how we roll.
You asked me a question. You asked me what I'm up to, what I'm going to teach.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, what I do is I share wellness arts from Wudang, and that includes movement, of course, but also clinical practices, tea practice,
No,
comes up as what we
you're,
call view training.
you're breaking up a little again. Can you run that back one more time?
Sure. It's probably because I'm outdoors in nature right now. But yeah, I do Taoist wellness arts from Wudang. And so, yes, that includes movement, but it also informs my clinical practice. And we also do tea ceremony here. I do astrology. I have a number of practices that stem from. Going to share some chinna. I thought it would be a wonderful compliment. Uh-oh, am I still chopping up?
Yeah, you chopped up. But you were saying something about you were telling about the practices. You were saying that you do the astrology. That was the last thing that we heard before it broke up.
Let me see if I can change my location. Wanted to sit someplace where it was nice and shady.
This is a live stream, everybody. So everybody watching, yeah, this is the real deal. We are really hanging out with each other and chopping it up. So we're gonna wait for David to get his connection
Then navigate the
tracking. And looks like that'll be happening soon.
Nice. How are you, Brother Rod? Uh-oh.
There. I am good. How about yourselves?
You
nice.
excited? You excited about Silk and Steel?
Actually, yes, I am. I'm very excited.
That's great.
Still a little choppy. There goes So Bizzle. Yeah, you still a little choppy, David, but say something. Let's check if we can hear you.
All right. I am in a different location on the property, and hopefully I have better connection here and it's less choppy.
Yeah, sounds good.
Great. Okay. So, really quick, who I am, what I do. I'm David Wei. I'm a lineage holder of the Wudang Wellness Arts. What I do here, based out in Oakland, and I keep a Taoist wellness practice where I share movement, but also tea, also astrology, kind of all things Taoist and health related out of our space here. With regards to what I'm going to share at the event, I'm really looking forward to teach some Chinna. And Chinna, for those that are unfamiliar, it's the art of seizing and grabbing. However, I want to share it in the scope of healing and healthcare, both for myself, how to take care of myself with it, and also how to take care of others with it. And so I'm really looking forward to see that 5-family Chinna that Gus and Ron are going to present, because it'll be a wonderful complement to all the Twaina that I'm going to share.
Awesome. Very exciting. I'm excited to see that. I've been over here personally getting to experience some of this myself, and it's amazing, amazing work, and already has affected how I'm grabbing and holding people. The other day, just to share a
Okay,
little,
that sounds very suspect.
yes, it does, but so I was watching The Equalizer the other day, and there was a scene where he grabs this dude in the restaurant, and it's a really interesting thing. And so David is just, I'm asking David to show me something, and he starts showing me something, and he grabs the same point. And I went and I looked it up, and I verified that Denzel Washington does this in in the movie. And it's a very interesting scene. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but I was just like really happy to see how that connection with Twaina and then Chinna was just very clear, very apparent. So excited to see that correlation myself, getting a chance to sample some of these fun things before the event. Oh, snap. We got Matt Lucas in the house as well, one of our other presenters at Silk and Steel. Hey, Matt, how's it going? Uh-oh. I think he's frozen too. Oh, there he goes. Awesome. All right. So Matt also is going to be sharing with us. I'm excited to have you tell people a little bit about who you are and what you're planning to share. I don't know if you can hear us, Matt, yet. Doesn't look like he can yet. Maybe his earphones are not connected.
He looks so serious.
He does. Oh,
While he's doing that, I really want to peek into David's class, and I want to learn more about the Twaina and stuff. And because I do a lot of, I learned from my teacher. It's called Five Constellation. It's like a massage stuff, massage techniques, and for couples, for a husband and wife and stuff like that. And he used to teach it to me while his wife is not watching. So he goes, do not do this. And then his wife would come in and go, stop teaching him that. I'm like, okay, okay. And then he would go off and goes, but he would teach me, and it actually helped me with the Chinna, my strength, the way how to apply, the way how to capture, and all of that stuff. It's just that he didn't teach it to me very long, and he didn't really teach. He just taught me the fundamental, not that much for like a 12-year-old guy, 12-year-old kid. But I really would like to learn more, because I'm better at hurting people than healing, but I have been doing a lot of research on this, and I was listening to one of your videos, and it's one of those things that that correlates that what could heal could hurt.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and you brought up a really good point about being able to hurt but not heal, and that was a really big landmark for me in my experience of when I knew that I could break arms but not mend them. And that's when I completely shifted directions and got into healing modalities. And now it's quite useful because, we don't spar or do anything too physical like that, but injuries happen and people get hurt. And to be able to address something right there on the scene and not have to outsource or refer out, it creates huge trust with the student, right? They feel safe with the content, they feel safe with the instructor, they feel safe in the space, that no matter what happens within that space, we can address it right there in the space. And so there's definitely a degree of trust that gets established with that. And then in that, it's also revenue, right? You kind of can have a racket of sorts where you break them on one end and you fix them on the other
end. That's funny.
Well, part of this is to give you guys my humor, right?
That's hilarious.
We actually even become more effective in both ends of the candle,
Mhm.
For sure.
when you're learning both. So
For sure. And I will say that the better I got at body work, the better I got at grappling. And the
Mhm.
better I got at grappling, the better I got at body work, because the skills parallel.
Right.
And quite frankly, when you do body work, it gives you a wider variety of participants to practice on. Because, look at us. We're all kind of the same age group. We're all kind of the same build. We're all martial artists. We all have kind of same interests and constitutions. And so if we practice on each other, yeah, great. But if you do body work, you get young, old, tall, small, male, female, everything in between. And you really get a dynamic experience of what a technique can be on different types of bodies and different degrees of resistance. And so, yeah, 29.
Exactly. I mean, those are the things that's amazing, especially when you're doing it so much that you find out that if you're human, you have a certain button in everywhere in the body, right? Some people could handle it more, some people can't, but it's still the same. So that's what Gus and I have always been doing. Okay, you hit here, that's what's going to happen. You hit here, it's going to happen. So,
Mhm.
and
My body work is just a little different.
So I learned something that I thought was interesting. That I can get more people to be willing to give me their arms when I was doing some healing stuff. You know what I mean? Even some of my students were like, "Oh yeah, I don't know if I want to get that chin again." If I say, "Hey, I'm gonna fix you up, I'm gonna hook you up," they were a little bit more willing to take the pain. I did.
Yeah, and they'll pay you for it.
I was like, wow, this is brilliant. I wish I would have known this all along.
well, there's certain
Well,
people you just want to heal, and certain people you want to just break.
wow.
I'm sorry, this is my
Course there's
normal
that
thing.
too.
This is the steel
We
part
all
of the
grew up in
conference,
really bad
folks.
neighborhoods.
This is the steel part.
Hello, Matt.
Hey guys, sorry,
Hey.
I've just been practicing starting and restarting my computer. Doing pretty good at it.
Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, so since you joined us, want to have you jump in on this conversation. So you're a presenter at the Silk and Steel conference. We're super excited to have you. I'd love for you to share what you do, who you are, and what you're going to share at Silk and Steel.
I am Matt Lucas. I'll be sharing kind of the blend, the Silk Road stuff of yoga and martial arts. Because a lot of people, the correlation between yoga and martial arts has been kind of separated. So I do a lot of that, and um, so I'll just be taking people through just a basic sequence of how you can integrate a lot of the yoga practices and asanas into flowing between them into martial practice, because martial practice is kind of a study of like dynamic architecture, and yoga and qigong is also a very good series of exercises in that. But like the Middle Eastern systems of yoga are a little bit more, I guess, for lack of a better term, warrior based. So it'll have there's more pressure conditioning, and it can yeah, I think the transition is just a little bit easier than actually like seeing asana from like hatha yoga like right into martial practice. But the older we get, the more we realize we need to stretch. And the most common thing that I hear from any athlete that I work with is, God, I wish I stretched more. I wish I stretched more. So, yeah, so I'll be sharing that. And yeah, I'm a lifelong martial artist and done everything from, I started judo when I was like 5 years old, and I've just been doing judo, wrestling, taekwondo, kung fu, Persian stuff, and worked in stunts and fighting, and yeah, I just love martial arts. And I'm also a body worker, bone setter, like David over. Just got done. I'm doing a bunch of that this morning. Yeah.
Very
So
awesome. Yeah. So this event is stacked full of expertise. And I can tell stories about all the people that are on this call right now. So let's also check in. We got Sifu Gus on here. We didn't get him on the last time that we got the call. So Sifu Gus, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you're going to be sharing at the conference.
My name is Gus Gates. I teach Kung Fu. I've been doing it for 45 years. My expertise is more street practical hand-to-hand combat, um, but done in a way of understanding scientific approach to it, geometry, physics, different things like that, understanding how to utilize energy. And to get people who normally can't do it, unless smaller person, how to learn, teach them how to generate proper force in the right targets of the body to protect themselves. So we're going to be, Ron and I are going to be doing Chin Na from that perspective. And also we're going to be doing Tai Chi from that perspective. And letting people know that, most people think that Tai Chi is just what old people do in the park, and we all know better here. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with everyone and let people know that, I mean, I get it all the time. Kung Fu doesn't do this and Kung Fu doesn't do that. I'm like, that's garbage. We're going to answer those questions at the Silk and Steel show.
Awesome. And Sifu Ron, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background.
Again? Didn't we do me already?
Yeah, but this time we're doing it with the crew. It's a little different.
I know. These crew are.
We're missing
Look at these
Marilyn and
handsome men
Brandon.
here.
We are missing
Yeah.
Marilyn and Brandon, so we are going to
Yeah.
definitely have to follow up with them on our next call.
All right. My name is Ron. Been in it as long as my brother Gus there. Did Southern Shaolin, Iron Waterfall, then went to the black the black sheep cousin of Chole Foot, which is Sansu. Then basically just went to combat, and taught for 20 years, stopped because I couldn't stand anymore. Teaching people. I still like teaching, but in spurts. And they always try to make me say that I don't like teaching people. And the past 10 years, I've been doing a lot of teaching power management, Tai Chi, and such to a lot of seniors and handicapped people. Basically doing things from the Lotus Tai Chi style and the repetitions of that, plus sitting and standing and stuff like that. And now me and my brothers here are now gonna be trying out the Silk and Steel thing that from the brainchild of our host here. And I think it's gonna be an amazing different. It's gonna be different. You're actually gonna be learning something instead of watching another person do a fucking form in a performance.
Let's not also forget,
Sorry.
Ron, that we are also the founders of King Kong Palm,
Yes.
the show on YouTube, and the KingKongPalm.com website. They're on there as well. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Very important part. Yeah, because this is a
kind of
King
important.
Kong Palm event. This is the first one that we've done in person. We did a few little things with our community online, but we are definitely extending out into the community. So what better way of doing that than getting a community of awesome martial artists and healers together to share this work. So it's really exciting to come to the Northern Bay Area of California to do this work in a historical place for martial arts.
With
And
very interesting classes. These masters that we have here are going to be giving a glimpse to local people of the Bay Area about things that are usually not covered in schools.
Yes, for sure. So this is definitely some rare information that people are getting access to.
And they should.
Yes, so I recommend this to anybody who's serious about their study, or even somebody who's just curious about, well, what is this stuff? Is this stuff really a thing? Does Tai Chi really do anything? Does martial arts have healing in it? All of those different things. Or are there ways for me to better optimize my body and my mind this conference is going to cover all of that and give people a glimpse, and also give you access to a community of martial artists and practitioners that can keep you inspired and going into your practice. So yeah, so really exciting all around. And last person we're not going to miss, we're going to get the SOV, Luis, on here. Tell us who you are, what your background is, and what's your whole thing with this whole conference.
So my name is Luis Ramirez, and I go as the son of the village. So I train with Steve Gus at the village, and I've been going for 10 years now. I've been training with him, and I'm also part of the KKP crew, and I'm pretty much in the back end. I'm the one doing kind of helping out with the videos, the whole marketing side of it, and it's a great journey. You know, it's really fun.
I don't think you're the back end. I don't think you're the back end. I
Okay,
think
well,
you get punch kicked and thrown.
Okay, that part right there. Yeah. So yeah, I do tend to be the punching bag, and it's interesting journey. And I'm enjoying it very much.
You learn more when you get hit.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I think everybody in this room has hit me or grabbed me at least once. Like, I don't think there's anybody here who hasn't given me the business at least one time.
Yeah.
So, it's always an exhilarating thing. I always learn so much, literally from everybody in this room with my interactions with them. So exciting to, again, share. Anything else anyone wants to share? I guess maybe I should say who I am. I'm Master Sheldon of Deep Root Center for Spiritual Studies. We're a nonprofit organization here in Oakland, California, and we are preserving these wellness and enlightenment studies, including what we're offering in KKP to continue to not only preserve, but continue to develop the martial arts. And as my brothers would say, keep the martial arts teeth, right? So that's what I am. I am going to be sharing at Silk and Steel as well. I'm going to be sharing energetics, which is basically another nice word for physics when it comes to martial arts. A lot of things that people see, they can't really understand what's happening because they're just not understanding physics. And so we kind of get into how that works and ways to optimize your body and positioning and angulation to make things work better. The same way when the doctor says, hey, you shouldn't be bending over to pick heavy things up, you should bend with your knees. So it's similar to that, but on a very much more subtle level. So I'll be sharing that work with the group, and always excited to share. So yeah, anything else anyone else wants to put in into the mix before we finish our stream today?
No, I just like to hear more from Matt too. I know that most of our system in Kung Fu, didn't it have originate from a yogic or that kind of systemized sets of movements and then put together, right?
Yeah, people be surprised on how a lot of yoga poses have. I don't want to say I don't believe in I believe in application. I know it exists, but it's the shapes that it's making. If you see a lot of wrestling and a lot of like trips and kicks and all this stuff, I mean, you just kind of have to know how to adapt it. It's kind of like, imagine if you're just doing a forward bend, but then if you can add like a circular kind of energy to that, you're getting the whole range. It's kind of like for example, if I train a lot of people, and I train actors, and a lot of times you'll get a lot of actors do yoga, but they need to do an action film. And so what you want to do is you want to give them their yoga poses, but teach them how to approach it more circularly. Because when you're kicking, your leg isn't just straight; it's doing all kinds of stuff, right? So you want to be able to understand that, and then the idea of the yogic asana, and this I just got done working with another dance company, is I would say you build bookends through the structures, right? So when people are throwing those hard punches, you can throw it hard, but you want to kind of know where it starts and stops. So the ends of the movement are going to keep you from you know, hyperextending joints and snapping things out and all that stuff. So yoga is great to kind of understand your parameters and keep building the length, but you're not overextending and you're not smothering. So yeah, yoga's masterful at that. There's a reason why it's still around, you know. But to approach it from like the circular aspect it's a whole other world. And then to add a little bit more conditioning, because a lot of people think it's kind of like qigong. Yoga is very relaxing and effortless, but only after a lot of effort. You know, you can't just stand there and hold a chaturanga for, you know, 2 minutes and not start shaking, right? Just like you can't hold a horse stance for 20 minutes and not have your legs burning, right? But but once you've done it a few times and you've gotten there, then you can, you know. And once you understand structure, but it still doesn't mean you don't need to work out, right? All the most peaceful stuff is even Tai Chi. Tai Chi is exercise until it's internal. You know, it's all external and it's all hard until it's internal and soft. And so yoga is very much the same. Yeah.
Right. It's still funny that when I tell people Tai Chi is a martial art and they go, what?
Yeah. 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 I think how I
So,
feel when I tell people yoga is a martial art. I mean, I just got done working
yeah.
with a bunch of MMA guys, you know, and they're like, oh, I never thought about it. And they're the same, right? It's yin and yang. So to see the applications of it and the way that you can like run asana to create like a fluid martial arts piece it's mind blowing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
And it
awesome.
keeps you young.
Yep.
Yes.
That's important to train. You know,
Yeah.
if you let it get out of hand too long, then it'll be hard for you to train and then hard for you to defend yourself. I love how all of this stuff is circular, how each thing keeps feeding the next, how Kung Fu, Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, they can feed the entire practice, healing people, all the whole thing. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
you guys can go to, I mean, y'all might have mentioned my site, I don't know, but just go to theyamasystem.com. Y'all can find me there. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's good. We should throw out some websites. So theyamasystem.com. We also got kingkongpalm.com and we have wudongwest dot is it com? Yes, .com. Awesome. So yeah, so you can check out any of these amazing teachers at their websites. They all have awesome content and ways to learn and interact with them. And especially if you really want to interact with them, then you're going to come to the conference and come check them out and get a chance to feel what this feels like in person. There is nothing that replaces in-person connection and training. So that's the reason why we did this event. We love online stuff. We do online events all the time, but we wanted to give people an opportunity to really feel and interact and touch this stuff because that's the only way to really truly understand it, what we actually do.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. It's one of the few things that few seminars, if any at all, I haven't seen one where you have these masters and we're actually showing both internal and external. Not many seminars, if at all, that I don't remember, actually show that. So they're fascinating stuff where you're actually learning something that will complement both. Because I don't think you
Oh,
could be sorry.
Oh no, I wanted to add something when you're done. Yeah.
Oh, please go.
Um, and also for beginners, I mean, you know, because a lot of times people get, you know, when we hear words like street combat it's like it's like the idea is like all styles, all levels are
Mhm.
welcome. And because when I work with like combat people, they're terrified of stretching. And when I work with stretching people, they're terrified of combat, right? And to just know that like you're not going to be thrown on the ground and choked out if you don't want to be, but the idea is to just even just to see how these things interact is the education in itself. Just the awareness of it. Like I remember the day where I was just like, I don't want like I used to go to a little girl's modern dance class, right? And it was because and then once because I saw the correlation where no one falls and hits the ground better than modern dancers, right? Judo people, I'm a stunt performer. No one can fall better than a modern dancer. So I was like, oh, once I saw that, I started doing modern dance. But I've never been open to it until I saw that. But yeah, go watch Modern Dancers now and you imagine what any of your martial artists do when they hit the ground, and then watch a modern dancer eat a hardwood stage and not make a sound. They're the best. And so by seeing those correlations, it's on. So, you know, you're not going to be thrown into some crazy yoga thing or combat thing. All styles,
And
all ages welcome.
to be clear, body drop in modern dance distinct from a suicide drop of voguing, right?
Yes, or the shabam. That's like, yeah,
Shabam.
the shabam.
I want you guys to know too, David Way is right outside my door. David, hold on. Let's see, where are you at, David Way? You guys want to see David Way?
David Way.
That's awesome. And I'm just like literally right around the corner from this guy.
Yeah. We all live in David Way's attic. So if you go in there, David Way traces his calls. We're right in the attic. Yeah.
Yeah, Yellow Submarine, that's what we call this place.
I also want to add into the people who wants to have been thinking about things about silk and steel is this is going to be a learning seminar. It's not where you go in there, it's just full of testosterone or it's just full of mystical stuff. You know, this is learning. You're going to go in there. We're not going to try to, there's not going to be like slam through or you're going to kick this guy's groin 50 times and see if we can know iron egg training. No, it's nothing like that. You know, it's all about learning. Well, if it is, we have David to fix. I don't know if he wants to fix the eggs though, but it's not, it is a learning seminar. So that's all.
That's why y'all can only, that's why for some reason my camera just zoomed into here because you guys don't know I'm hanging 20-pound weights from my so you film it, David Way. I just kind of turn it.
Hit the brick.
Oh, I love that stuff.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, no iron egg training at Silk and Steel.
Yes.
Just really great healing and martial arts information. Again, I'm excited about everyone here who's sharing and all of the knowledge that's going to be gained. And we're still, there's two other people that are not here right in this stream today who will be on, you know, subsequent shows, and you'll get to hear from them as well. And so this is like an amazing opportunity to, again, join with community, learn, be in a awesome facility where we're going to be training as well. So we look forward to seeing you on the 25th and the 26th of May at the Silk and Steel Conference. Unless anyone else has anything awesome to add, we can deuces.
Yeah, if you want to sign up, go to kingkongpalm.com.
Yes, kingkongpalm.com. All right, everybody. Great work.
All right, fellas. Look forward to seeing you soon.
All right.
Good to see you guys.